Welcome to ALPOUGH. I'm an adult of my spirit. I'm an adult of my mind. I'm an adult of my thought. I'm an adult of my body. I'm an adult of my love. And I'm here to share it with you today. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope your day is going well. This is high noon Pacific. We're out here. Actually live in Arizona, but I still live on West Coast time. Spent so many years in California. And so I hope you're having a great day for those who are coming in now and those who will be coming in later. I know a lot of people are working right now, so a lot of times they don't get to see the show till later on. And that's why when I get up in the morning, it's just nice to see those extra views that come on there, people looking. And I appreciate it. Please watch the show to the end. Really helps out my, getting the word out here. So I'm sitting there thinking, always thinking, what do I talk about today? And sometimes I have to get outside of my mind and just look and see what it is and the directions that do I think I want to go in. And usually what happens, usually what happens is I will talk to somebody. And I have a number of people I've known for a long time, out of the blue. I'll talk to them, and they'll inspire me to do something. Yesterday, I lost a good friend. Actually, it was my father's best friend, Flanard. And I wish you well, my friend, as you go into the next life, because it comes in for all of us. So today, it's about cleaning your house. Now, we're not just talking about your house, okay? We're talking about your spiritual house. How are you going to lift off? What's your goal in order for you to lift off to your next life, to the life that you really want to lead? And how do you need to first do it? Well, first you got to clean your house. Number one, this is one of the first things in the spiritual walk that Mother teaches, is to clean your house, to be aware of your surroundings, and most importantly, don't be a mouse. Okay? All right? You see, you're a giant spirit. So you want to be a giant, or do you want to be a mouse? Well, we're all capable of being these incredible spiritual beings. And part of it is where we're kind of stifled. Okay. But right now it's time to question everything, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to question everything. Everything that is going on. We have to constantly be thinking. We have to constantly be questioning. We have to constantly be able to look outside of ourselves. This is the most important thing if you want to be able to get to the next level of your life, get to the next level of where you want to be as a spiritual being, then we have to have that ability to look outside of ourselves and to be able to understand that it takes work to be great. one of the things is I think that this generation is coming up because of the privilege that they've been given. There's just, and there's so many avenues that you can go. There's a tendency to have this expectation that things are to be given to you. But again, that's not how it works. Okay? Anyone who wants to be on a spiritual path, who wants to be on that journey that's going to take them to the next level. And, when they ask me what do I need to do? Well, the self-honesty about it is, the first thing is to understand that you have to decide what you're going to do, which is cleaning your house. And one of the first things that you have to be aware of, again, is your surroundings. All right? Now, your environment. Okay, so your environment of your surroundings is one of the first things that you have to look at. And you have to decide whether or not you are in a toxic situation. Okay? So it was one of the reasons why I'm doing this show. It's a big reason. I was talking to a friend of mine who is very successful and is one of those people that helps people. He's on a spiritual path. And come to find out, his literally, of course, my heart goes out to the people who have been going through this Hurricane Ida. I got friends in Louisiana. I have friends all up the coast. And so I've been in touch with, a lot of them to see how they're doing. Well, then of course the hurricane went up the East Coast. Now it wasn't as strong as a hurricane, but again, because it's on land, but it still did a lot of damage last night. So anyway, this friend of mine, who I was checking on last night, and everything, it's as if his place was protected, and he was not being. There was no flooding that was coming in his place. He has a restaurant, and for everybody else is getting flooded, and he's not. So anyway, he goes to bed. He gets up, and his whole. And now, by the way, let's preface that. So he did not want. This is the kind of person he is. He would not let anyone go home because they couldn't. His employees, so they had to spend the night there. Okay. And so when he went to bed and he got up, well, his whole basement was flooded. And so, and by a miracle, his power was still on. And so when he goes down, all these people that he helped, they just took off. They just walked out the door. And basically left a mess. And so you don't know the real people till you need something. You don't know who really supports you until you have things that you may need some help with. So this is an example, which I was saying to my friend, was you're in a toxic environment. And toxic environment means toxic people. Okay? And so what this is doing is it is putting you in a place where you can't lift off. So I'm on the right and my friend's on the left. And so they had left him in a place where he couldn't jump off, you see? So now all of us have come into what I call the fork in the road. And this is where I explained to him, sir, you're in a crossroads here. You can go right or left. The right keeps all of them there in your toxic environment, or you go left and you start another path, a brand new path, really. That brand new path is sometimes, it can be a little scary, you know? But just understand that when you have something holding you back, you're not able to, create your spiritual buoyancy, meaning for you to lift up above. Now, my definition of that spiritual buoyancy is the tendency of a spirit to float or to rise. The tendency to float your spirit or rise. Or also, I would call that what I call the expansion of your spirit. It is lifting up, but again, it's more about expanding your spirit. Because we're meant to expand. We're meant to grow. We're meant to get bigger, like a helium balloon. You see? So cleaning house is what all of us should be considering. So how do you float spiritually? How do you get the balloon up in the air? What do you need to do to get yourself to float up spiritually? Well, you have to get rid of the anchors that hold you back. What are anchors? Well, they could be, like, just say, possessions, like your house. You could be where your house is not organized, okay? And your house is in a mess, okay? And that may mean to clean your house. It really could. All right, now your house is big. I'm speaking metaphorically that your house is this, your body, and the surroundings. And part of that could be your house. Okay? Now, again, what happened to him? His house was not in order because of the toxic people that were in his life. Okay? Now, he also had to clean it. But again, what is bringing the toxicity? It could also be your job. Your job might be holding you back. But again, some of us have to have a job that we don't like, but it does pay the bills. But you still have to make that decision. Now, most of the people I know don't work a job. They're entrepreneurs, so they work for themselves. And for most of us, we are entrepreneurs. If you're, and it's hard to be an entrepreneur. I get it. I've been one pretty much all my life. So there are up and down times. But the main thing is you have spiritual buoyancy because you are wanting to produce an original person in yourself and not a robot, which what the New World Order is doing for us. Now we talk about the job or also your debt. Debt. Needless debt, which is what we're talking about. We all have debt, but, part of it is getting rid of your debt. This is going to free you. And then it also might be people. I don't like to say this on air, but again, I'll say it. And what I tell everyone is get rid of the losers. Get rid of the losers. Get rid of the losers who are making you a loser. And especially in these times, okay? And this is one of the hardest things to do, is to get rid of people. People you may have known all your life. But in the end, even for me, there's people that I've known for a long time who I had to get rid of. Now, sometimes when you put so much pressure on them, they may get rid of themselves. Okay? But this is one of the hardest things to do. And it's really tough, right now to do. But it has to be done, ladies and gentlemen. It has to be done. You have to be the one that you're going to make that decision on getting rid of the losers who are making you a loser. Now, your bloodline, your family, all right? That's a sensitive subject, and it's touchy because you can't get rid of your family, okay? That doesn't mean you have to hang out with them. But you have to at least acknowledge, because we come in as a bloodline and we leave in a bloodline. So if you don't get that, you better write that down, because that is the truth. That's why you came in through your bloodline, and you will be seeing them again. So my encouragement is which is what I told my friend, to clean house. And that means he has to fire some people that he was even kind of friends with. But then again, are they really your friends? They're co-workers. And you're here, number one, to make money. So they could he could have lost his place if he was out of town or something. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at here. I, again, about, cleaning it up, getting organized. Here's a nice little cartoon. Instead of cleaning house, I just watch an episode of Hoarders and think, wow, my house looks great. And so that's funny. It just creates an illusion, and, this is what all losers do. They fool you. I'll love you forever. I'll be there for you. Then when you need them the most, what happens? They split. And that's what happened to him. And that's why it was a great metaphor for me to talk to you. So here's a good cartoon I like from cartoonstock.com. I did my part of the house cleaning. Now it's your time. It's shovel ready. And now, for you, it could mean you need a shovel. Okay? You need a rake. Okay? I have the landscaping in my house to do. With all this rain, I had just done it. And the next thing I know, everything came back. Everything. So there was a big job in the back. And having the correct tools is what really helps. So now, it's going to take some magic. It's going to take all hands on deck. Okay? But in order for you to be great, you got to bear the weight. You got to do the work. You can do it. You can do it. This could open you up for that next relationship because you have your house in order. Okay? This is the good one. I'm selling my asses so I can get the pension I have. So I can get the pension. I have to say I've really enjoyed the clean out. So here we are at that fork in the road. Which way you going to go? You going to go on the new road or you going to go on the same road? That's the question, my friend. Think about it. Get outside of yourself. Okay? Get outside of yourself so you can get in that bloom and you can float. That's the exciting message today. And here's my comment here. Tracy, glad to have you here. True. Absolutely. So please leave your comments. If you agree, disagree, please let me know. We're all over now. We did get our 1,000 subscribers and we're working on the next. And I've had over 43,000 views all since April the 1st. And we've had over 4,000 viewed hours. So we're making a dent. And, you know, the message is love. The message is for us to be one spirit and not to be in division. And also help clean each other's house. Okay? Because it's very important. While I'm saying this, I'm already thinking about my garage. You know, but that's a whole different thing. Okay? That's a whole different thing. That's maintenance. Okay? And maintenance comes afterwards. Because, you know, like here, the dust is big. So you can dust, but you're going to have to go dust it again next week. So, but I'm here every day to encourage you to be great. Okay? To get rid of the weight. Okay? Who's doing the backyard? Yeah, I guess I'm doing the backyard. So, ALPOUGH. That's me. You can call me Comet. You can call me Michael. But what you want to do is you want to watch me every day. Because I got the love for you, and we're going to make it. So you take care of yourself, and we'll be back tomorrow.